down, no barbers around.
Semler can't pull back his hair now.
No, he can pull back his moustache soon, though. All right, here we go. What are Cloud9 going to buy on their T side? Got some grenades for Sonic.
Smoke Molly.
And some grenades for JT as well. We lack the P250s on Inferno a lot in T pistols, which makes me sad. But in fairness, if you have a purpose with these grenades, then maybe they're not necessary. But often if you have like one guy fishing, as Simple often does, for example, he'll always have that P250. Pop in some heads. So we've got a bait set up here.
Oh. That flash.
Ooh. Oh. Doesn't get the result. Oh, he's on the burst fire. What are you doing? From that range. Calyx shutting things down on Banana. The bomb's been lost as well. Now, Sonic has a smoke grenade, which at this point, maybe you'd even risk smoking the half wall to try and get the bomb back. 2 versus 4. Pixel angle being held by Calyx. He looks for number 4 by the logs. The bomb's in the tree position. And there goes all the utility. They will indeed smoke Banana just to retrieve the bomb. Oops. Still a minute on the clock. So if they're lucky, they've got a 2 versus 2. They might fear a push through apartments. There isn't one, though. You've got Mihu in the arch position. He is holding an angle as well. The other option is to peek every few seconds, but he'll just hold. Oh, now he's in an awkward spot. He has no support whatsoever. The burst fire coming out once again. This time it'll be successful. 2v1 on the A bomb site, but where? They've got to find out where. Moose delivers with the USP. He'll take the duel as well. Entertain and finish Sonic off as his rotation comes in. Ryan was here if required, but not required. The pistol goes to Envy.
Wow, what a round coming out of both squads. That Banana initial contact duel. We saw, I believe, 4 flashes on the server right in the beginning of the round, and all 4 flashes were used towards this Banana brawl that happened right from the get-go. And man, Envy Calyx just coming out on top with those 3 clean headshots in Banana.
Very nice. His English must be coming along leaps and bounds from his former teams. Still missed the Space Soldiers lineup. Exciting days, but they're long gone now. Everyone's gone their separate ways.
Now I hope Envy fight for this middle here.
Moose, spray down, surely. No. Well, maybe a little late. Slow down the bomb carrier. Ryan's in the pit with the UMP. That raised armor penetration does some, but the bomb site's actually being taken by Cloud9. Now, what do they have for the post plant? An MP9, a UMP. No more smokes. Envy coming in with 2 smokes and 2 rifles. No pop flashes, however. Calyx has a kit. Maybe there's... Actually, no, there's no one... No CT who died near them to potentially pick something up off the bodies of.
That A defense just fell apart right before it even got started. You saw Ryan struggling on that balcony, but this retake 3 versus 3, it's going to be so tough for Envy.
Yeah, that smoke actually causes the CT's problems now. It's given OC a nice angle. 1v1, just got to buy some time. Calyx has to buy some more time. Do the best he can, and I think it's too late.
He's got it.
You think he's got it?
I think he's got it.
Oh, we're about to find out. Oh, denied!
Unlucky. Man, that was actually a doable retake coming out of Envy. I like that they actually went for that, but now their money, they're in such a pickle. In the beginning of that round, James, I do believe Envy should have fought for that mid at least, or shot some bullets through the smoke, something, put up some sort of a defensive wall, because as soon as Cloud9 made it into that A site, you saw there was no sort of defensive formation whatsoever coming out of Envy, and it just fell apart so fast.
After the first pistol on Train, in round 3, Envy lost to straight up eco. Here they lose to the 4th fire of Cloud9. It will continue with 2 max hits, which will come in handy. Only 2 helmets in this round.
Oh!
Okay then. All right then, Mihu. This is a round-winning situation. Taking 2 players out immediately, and AK will be collected. Now things get rough. Of the 4 players remaining for Envy, 3 have Kevlar at least.
That second shot from Mihu, that readjustment, so nice. Now, Calyx has a smoke towards this B. This is completely doable for Envy. They just need to buy some time, and make Cloud9 sweat it out at this Banana here.
Risks being taken though by Envy. Ryan is the only guy towards A now. They're going to stack the B bomb side behind the smoke grenade. Floppy's moving forward. Calyx takes him out, and JT as well. This is a disaster. We're going to have rifles in round 3 for Envy. They're fighting back. It's the trade in. Pulls out the bomb OC. Maybe expecting 2 players to be towards that B bomb site. Maybe it was a mistake. A bomb site, sorry. But anyway, Envy will fight straight back. Mihu with a fantastic effort in apartments.
Fantastic effort, and those are the kinds of plays that Mihu, we love to see it. Proactive aggression, having confidence. You don't have much to lose here. You can afford to go for a forward play like that, and I like the aggression coming out of Mihu.
Yeah, that second shot was huge, huge. Short ping pause. I actually found my internet. I have 100 up, 100 down, and every streaming service was buffering for me.
Yesterday.
Like Twitch, YouTube, even videos on Twitter, all of it was just buffering.
That's so weird because I have less than 1 up and I was able to watch all the streams. Yeah, it's weird. My internet is actual ass. It's so bad. It's so bad, James.
So that's yeah, the internet's been quite patchy in Los Angeles in general, but that's the first time I've had issues with my connection, which was very strange. So I guess all that Netflix that people are smashing is causing problems no matter what internet you have. Hopefully it won't last too long. But Envy have fought straight back. That's such a big pickup for them. Especially, I think, psychologically, after getting smashed on train, to come into your CT side, win the pistol, and just get deleted afterwards was just not the way you want to start a second map where you're winning. You have to try and win your opponent's pick. But again, that effort from Mihu was fantastic. Both teams are ready, and we will resume. So Cloud9 have gone for the force buy. I think we'll see forces back and forth until somebody wins a consecutive round. A fair amount of utility. P250s and Yules for Cloud9. I think the P250 is the best gun in the game. It's a really solid pistol. You get a kill at pace for itself. You can do huge damage. It's a nice sidearm to an AWP if you don't fancy the Deagle. Faster draw time than a CZ75.
I definitely agree with you about the P250. It's underrated.
It's fantastic. It's really good. Cloud9 now looking to get close range. Will we see an apartments pop? A Halls pop. Halls pop. That's what Sean Grill says. Halls pop.
You're right.
OC is in position for it. That smoke, though, might thwart it. So Ryan's going to block. If they try and burst out, they'll probably avoid the grenade. And he will block the free fire. They know what's possible, though. I respect the free fire. You know what's likely when that smoke goes down. 3 kills from Ryan. He's done his job. The rest of the teammates to clean up the crossfire. And they still get the bonus with the SMG and pick up the AK afterwards. So
clean round.
Yeah.
Clean round out of Envy. Even that adjustment in positioning from Ryan to just get right up close to that smoke. Just the small details that give you that slight edge to be able to get that second kill a little bit more clean.
Yeah. His idea is to block the T's as they come out of the smoke. So they could be half hanging out of the smoke and still see nothing but smoke. And he gets 3 kills. But Cloud9 know that he saw Floppy with a pre-fire because he knows that is very likely. It's a very strong position. Couldn't hit the mark though. But it's nice to see him point out the awareness. So now we've got a clean eco from Cloud9. Just blocked for them, using the numbers. So Ryan's here to spread the wealth. He'll fall to his own Molotov. But cavalry are on the way. The horses need to stampede. Almost hit with the Glock. Doing some damage here, but can't do any more.
Glocks, James.
The Glock sucks.
Glocks.
Glocks.
They got 3 kills from that. You know, if I'm Cloud9, I'm satisfied. Definitely satisfied. Only 1 flashbang, and they were able to convert 3.5 kills there. That's not bad at all. Coming into this initial gun round, this is going to be really important for Cloud9 to kind of condition Envy, make sure they respect the pushes. We've seen Moose constantly pushing forward, re-aggressing. I imagine Cloud9 is going to come out here, run a standard default, try to work the map, and once again, just make Team Envy kind of respect Cloud9 across the map here.
Nice boost. But there's no push early from the likes of Cloud9. I think that might have caught them off guard if there was.
That's interesting that they boosted Moose over Nifty. Usually it's Opera that gets boosted and the Rifler that's doing all the heavy lifting in that regard.
Looking for that multi-frag. And now comes the swing from Cloud9. They've lost their lurker towards B. And maybe their bomb rotator as well. Sonic moving down, wondering what could be. So maybe they'll go for a retake now they've got control of top mid. That would be pretty good.
Nifty. Huge opening there.
Got the angle by double stack.
There's no way Floppy expected an AWP to be holding sight box at that angle.
Especially because you can jump on the boxes
Yeah.
as well, which would be more common if you were to have that angle. So that's good play from Nifty. Put himself in a position to win. Now Cloud9 are going to burst through the smoke, it seems, on either side. Moose could be in trouble here, but if he stayed close, it's going to be a late one from Cloud9. I'm just going to wait for the smoke to go. Again, the general consensus is if you're in a smoke when it dissipates, you'll have a slight advantage over your opponent. Moose gets taken out, but Calix hit a burst. That is disgusting from him. Now just buying time. He's the only person on B. If he stays alive, the bomb can't be planted. 16 seconds. He can have flashes from his teammates, but a spray will be enough. Calix, dirty execution on the B bomb site. Envy very quickly were in a horrible spot, having lost the second round, but now that they're 5-1 up on Inferno.
So clean coming out of Calix. Those 2 kills, just the adjustment, the tracking with his crosshair placement, and waiting behind that emo pillar, making sure he waits for his teammates to rotate. This was just a standard B hold, but he makes it look easy and he makes it look good.
Living vicariously through the replay of Calix. Cloud9 have been put on pistols. They haven't really planted the bomb. Round 2 doesn't count, all things considered. In these 5 rounds, they haven't had much success. Mihi will be deleting. He'll need to fall back and wait for some reinforcements. He spots JT, avoids the flashbang. Not sure it quite hit the mark there. So Cloud9 have taken position. JT's got a 3. Oh no, there's a betrayal. He's been paid off. A front envelope for Nifty, and Mihi's been taken out. Looking for the rifle of Sonic. Where's the Krieg gone? There it is. Spotted by the sandbags, but Nifty will make amends.
I wonder if we could get that replay from Nifty. If it's one of those moments where, you know, he just shoots because he's in the way, or if it was actually an accident, but...
Look, man, if I see a target, I'm shooting. I thought that would be the case. Moose will run into the crosshairs there, but
that was just a complete accident.
Yeah, but sometimes you got to take the shot, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to take the shot.
Trigger discipline. Get out of here.
The worst thing though with an AWP is, let's say there's a T on the bridge in second mid, and there's a CT peeking through the balcony window. One sniper shoots, but the glass is live, and the glass takes enough damage to do about 90, and the other guy shoots back and kills you. So even though you were faster, the glass stops you making the fatal shot, and then you just get punished. It's so unfair.
That is unlucky.
It's so unfair when that happens. It really sucks. Doesn't happen as much as it used to, but when it does happen, it sucks. 6-1 in favor of Team Envy. Cloud9 now go 3.2, so these odds have changed dramatically. They've really turned around.
Fickle Twitch chat.
MOTM in the pit. Plenty of different names for the area. I like to call it the crawl space. Some call it Mexico. The Danes have a different name.
Once again, Moose with this boost. This is going to be huge.
The transfer is all over the shop, but that's great work. Floppy and Sonic remain. So again, I think they're expecting these fast plays from Cloud9 with that boost. Looks like a hard counter finally pays off now, as they are in a strong position, Envy, for this retake. 4-on-2. They've got reasonable level of grenades as well. Nifty waiting for the smoke to go long, and there's only a flash here for Floppy. He might not have a chance to use it.
If Envy aren't clean in this retake, though, Cloud9, they are in optimal post-plant positions here, although they don't have a smoke, which does suck for Cloud9. But if Floppy gets a clean first kill here and draws them into Sonic into the site, and nope.
How about that for an opening frag on the retake? Nifty with the USP, no position for Floppy as he goes for damage. Oh my god, he might have won a round. Is there time? It's going to be a close one. I don't think he's got it. No!
Wow. 2v4, James. 2 versus 4 coming out of Cloud9, just biding his time. Floppy hiding in the small pit, making sure the CTs have to fully push through in order to punish him out. And even with the kit, oh man, what a nice post-plant scenario for Cloud9 to put themselves in that position.
Floppy left his teammate to die. It looks like an anime betrayal, but in fact,
you gotta do it sometimes,
it was
James.
all worth it. Yeah,
Gotta
sometimes the round is worth more than your teammate's life. Only the second round from Cloud9. It made it hell of expensive for Envy. We can see things lacking now. Miku blind and trying to run away from the flames. MOTM's here with the Mac 10. That's a nice opening frag, and Envy is scrambling for position. Nifty by the well. He's got a pop flash for his teammates if required.
Oh, that smoke.
Yeah, that smoke is really strong. There's a simpler flash. Just to go off behind that smoke, and Cloud9 will be delayed. But he got a 5 versus 4, and the positions are reasonable. Floppy looking towards second mid and apartments. Moose still in the lane position on A. So Cloud9, they're limited in grenades, but they do have that man advantage. They can probably expect a 2v2. Would Envy there go for a retake of Banana? There's only one flashbang, and it's towards long, so it's kind of useless for the time being.
Moose loves to be boosted in these positions. Last round, he got 2 from this high ground. Oh
no!
Hey,
what happened there?
Huh. Hello?
I think he was going for some kind of trigger discipline play, but that was complete disaster. He got spotted, and it just got super awkward. 5-on-3 now for Cloud9 with 40 seconds on the clock. They'll wait up the T smoke on lane. CT smoke, sorry. They've got their own smokes up on long. And they come to the numbers now to be abused. Instant trade, and the round is over. Nifty and Calyx towards B with no money.
No money. Team Envy feels bad. They're already going to just have to set up for some sort of survival game at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if Cloud9 start edging out the map and trying to slowly hunt them down. They are slightly broke here as well, though, for Cloud9. So I imagine they're not gonna ride or die for these kills here, James.
Having an AWP for the next round will be real important. Nifty will have to go for some aggressive plays, potentially rotate the AWP and try and catch Cloud9 off guard repeatedly. We're asking a lot, but there's not much else to do for Envy at this point. And Cloud9 are on the comeback. It's time for them to build enough rounds on the T side to close it out on the CT. 6 rounds for Envy so far is also fantastic. There's a lot for both teams to do.
He was blind.
He was a little blind. We've been watching his POV. He.
I imagine that was a spectator glitch, you know. I surely we have to give Moose the benefit of the doubt there, because there was no reaction coming out of him. I think it was just a flash. It was just the end portion of that white screen coming out of Moose. Unlucky timing.
Well, they've got to buy around the AWP and the rifle, and it's a pretty reasonable buy. They don't have all the flashbangs in the world, and I think maybe in a round such as this, the pop flash retake on B could be strong. Mihu's in that position, holding a flash actually, so they're going to do it super early. They went for a pop flash play. I think there's a smoke up from the T's on the half wall, so maybe that'll come back in later. With no one on long, Mihu's actually holding Speedway, so this is quite interesting.
No.
Ryan with the Mag 7 as well. Cheaper?
Definitely cheaper, and I'd love to see Envy actually fight for this middle and not fall back into sight, just because Ryan's got that Mag 7, Moose has got an ump. These are close range, short proximity weapons. They need to make sure that they try to fight for these pillars and not give it up here.
Oh, that's
nice
range!
shot.
What the hell was that? With the Mag 7 from there.
Oh,
outrageous with the Mag 7. Looking front side one, Ryan. Getting well excited now. There's a clean up from Moose. We've got a 3-on-2. That bomb needs to be collected. Calyx still on Banana. Sonic and MOTM remain. A flash, a Molotov, 2-man on roads.
Mihu re-aggressing here.
Oh. Sonic took so much damage, and now that's complete information for Envy. Sonic tagged to 11, MOTM taken out at the same time. This round has collapsed like a dying star.
You saw Mihu falling back, but Nifty just calmed to him. I legged him, so he just went back. He's like, all right, you know what? This should be an easy kill. I'm going to hold down this boiler, and Sonic should be dead here. There he goes. Wow, this was a nice defense coming out of Envy. I like the fact that they weren't willing to give up that mid pillars, and even Mihu re-aggressing once all the action went down. And those are the holes that you're generally going to be able to find as that third rotator in, the help coming into a brawl that just went down. I love the proactiveness coming out of Envy here. And Ryan, Mag 7, James, bringing it back.
That meaty Mag 7. Even though the price was been significantly reduced, you don't really see it that often. But again, there are other options as well. Like the MP9, of course, has so much utility. But that was absolutely devastating. Envy on 7 now. OC with the Krieg spam. Nifty's in a reasonable spot to avoid. Oh, Mihu's swinging now. Oh, Do you want to take that 1v1? No, you want to avert a potential disaster on a coin flip. Alex delivers in the meantime. The trades are here, and it will be disaster for Envy. 2 players lost on B. Will there be a charge from Cloud9? No one by the sandbag. Smokes up for the coffins and for CT. Molly to try and delay. Nice spray. JT could have gone down there. 8 HP for him. Going for the elevated coffin plant. It helps with the spray. Oh, does it? No, it wasn't quite where it could have been. That's great spray from Moose, actually. Nifty now on a 1 versus 2. HG going for dark spot towards new box. That could have done a lot for him. OC quietly makes his way towards pool.
Oh, Nifty. This is a tall task for him, but man, Moose, he almost had it, James. Just shooting through the smoke, his game sense tingling. It looked so close. And, you know, on another day, I bet Moose gets those kills. But unfortunately, Cloud9, the spacing, it was too strong. And Nifty, can he get the second?
Why is he re-peeking though? He's got no money. I never like these peaks because, yeah, you can do damage to the other team's economy, but they're winning the round and you've got no money on your side. With the AWP in the next round, you can win with just an AWP. It's possible. It's not probable, but like I don't see the value in potentially losing the AWP in that spot.
I think they had no nades there and they had to leave the site before the bomb blew, and they just tried to do like a fancy double peek thing to kind of punish Nifty, but the coordination was definitely off. So it's good for Nifty to punish one of them, take one of them out, but because you can see Cloud9's money, it's still not that great.
They're buying around the AWP as well. All the more reason to err on the side of caution, in my opinion. Molly's up on Banana for Cloud9 and Envy. Now Nifty, he is towards the apps at present in a deeper position. Oh! He's had his bell rung.
Ow. That's the 3rd round in a row that we've seen Nifty pushing into the apartments here with that AWP, and he hasn't found anything quite yet.
Yeah, they didn't hear a shot. They did hear a helmet, so they may surmise that it was likely to be him. Now, perhaps fearing a play towards B, Envy will show some presence. Now, a helmet in the apps, but there's an incendiary on Banana. It looks like a force buy.
I love the double boost on that log. This is a counter for this close half-wall smoke that the CTs throw when they're trying to retake that banana. So it's a nice answer coming out of Cloud9. This is a huge round for Mihu to get these kills. Oh, and he only gets 1 and done. That is not good enough when you're making a play like that coming out of Mihu. That first kill, it just wasn't quite clean enough. So it's gonna come down to Calyx here. Calyx and Moose to hold down some sort of a B defense. But as you can see on the map, Floppy, he's lurking towards that A. He's gonna be testing Nifty and see if he over-rotates.
Yeah, Nifty's moving back to a vintage position, the sofa and library, as A is quite compromised at this point. And MOTM, I mean, will he get the right information here? 2 of the 3 players are on the B bomb site, and the smoker's gone, and Moose has got the angle. Now, 3 on 3. How much do you want to go for this? Oh, a shot there, and surely they'd be on for it, but he runs away now. And it seems they will try to hold on to what they have. And maybe we'll see scrappy buys from round to round. Like, we'll see if Envy, if they survive with 3 players, do they buy around what they have again? And just continuously have poor buys? We'll have to see.
That is the question. That is the question. It feels bad for Nifty to miss that A site cross. That shot, it's such a difficult shot to take. You know, that's just a sliver of an angle. And if a T wide swings that, especially online, that is a difficult shot to take. So definitely not faulting Nifty for that one. But this B proactive re-aggro onto Banana coming out of Mihu, I like it. It's just that first kill, it's got to be easier, it's got to be cleaner so he can follow up on that 2nd and 3rd and actually have a chance to make that sort of aggressive play worth it for him.
Caught with the pants down. 7-5 now. Cloud9 building a reasonable score on their T side and turning things around. They've adjusted. They've had 4 detonation wins in the last 5 rounds. Once again, of course, Envy will buy around what they have. It would be crazy not 2 or 3 people alive. It's a pretty reasonable buy. They've got a lot more utility than previous rounds. There's the usual pop flash, top left of the window from the stairs for Banana. Mihu behind the sandbags. Nobody challenging him just yet. 3-2 set up for Envy. But they've got Moose and Ryan on lane at present. Now, they could hold an angle on the apartments from the barrels on lane. Nice off angle. We'll see what they choose to do. Nifty moving away from Long as he's been smoked off. Will we see a boost? Perhaps. Would be awkward now. Oh, the timing again, absolutely brutal. Sonic deletes 2 and has information on the 3rd. And now they can swarm. They've got 3 players. Floppy's in position, but there's no one there to swing just yet. In they come. Nifty in shotgun mode. Quick scope, spots both. But it gets taken out by Floppy. Mihu with bad range, the UMP still gets the kill though. That damage fall off sucks, but he still managed to get the kill. We've got the V no plant onto the V. So for CT's try and defuse the bomb, they've got to face the wall. Not ideal if you don't get the kills. Oh, careful!
Calyx, relax.
Nervous times. That was so close. Shaves an earlobe. 2 on 2. A kit for Calyx. Elevated position for MOTM. This is going to be real hard for Envy to make this work. Here comes a pop flash. MOTM forced to look away. Mew starts to swing in. Crossfire activated. Simple crossfire set up from Cloud9 and it works. Round 6 for them.
Oh boy. That was a nice execute coming out of Cloud9. Envy's defenses, you know, sometimes they look really great, and then just the one kill, it falls apart. You saw once again Moose getting completely blinded up front underneath that porch, and that's just really bad timing for him. It seems like he's getting caught out with those flashes on multiple occasions. Usually you fall back when you're blind, but it seems like Moose hasn't done that quite yet.
Hasn't found a key.
Yeah.
Pistols and grenades for Envy. Again, not investing in the pop flash retakes.
Oh, this is a play.
We'll see if that works out.
Oh, this is it. No!
Oh no! Mistakes were made. Well, he tried to move back that time. Didn't quite work out for him. 4 players will remain. Make it 3. Ryan eliminated. Nifty with the USP will not be able to do much versus the Krieg. And then there were Mihu and Calyx. No grenades. Sorry, no Kevlar for the remaining 2. So I'm sure they'll look to fish for something. Not really carrying too much money in terms of their value at present. Easily avoided by MOTM and cleaned up. Not much else Calyx could have done there. Body doing yoga after he got fragged in midair. And then there was Mihu. Cloud9 looking to tie the score. Who do you think's happier with the current, the way things are going at the moment? Surely Cloud9.
Surely Cloud9. You know, they've just won 4 out of the 5 out of the last 6 rounds. Just pulling out a string of rounds here. Envy, once again, they had such a strong start to this first half. It looked like their CT defenses were in order. And just a few pop flashes towards that middle has made their A defense just fall completely apart. They've got to make sure they get this last round for the defensive side of things. Otherwise, their T side is going to be so difficult for Envy. Now, it looks like they're going to put a lot of pressure towards this banana in the beginning of the round, but 3 defenders coming out of Envy here at B.
We got junk from both sides. Calyx has done way more than you could ask for, but there's no trade. That might even be the round over. They've got to go for it, though. OC's pretty low. There are grenades for Envy, so weirdly enough, there's a chance OC could potentially get killed by an incendiary here. But there are 3 mollies for Cloud9 as well. This is a very interesting situation. Ryan is on a very late rotation, looking for a potential lurker, I suppose.
This is Moose's time to shine, surely. We got 2 low Cloud9 members, as you mentioned, James. So this is difficult for Envy, but it's not completely out of reach here. This Molotov is going to be huge coming out to Emo. Oh, and Floppy does dodge it. This timing.
Easily avoided. Neither CT has a kit. Maybe there's one on the site, but I can't imagine Ryan will get anywhere close. So much junk to be thrown by the T's. By the time he's still not on the site even now. MOTM goes through the smoke. Nothing to lose there. Everything to gain. 8 rounds for Cloud9. Great turnarounds. That one half felt like it was 2 halves with the swing of momentum from the CTs to the Ts. But there it is. Cloud9 with a thin lead at half-time. They'll go into the CT side very happy indeed. Can they close it out in 2? Find out after the break. damn it. This mixing is too good, man. We need
The
to get
lights?
this guy out there. Yeah, the lights are amazing, I'd be flying my drone, but it's too early, man. I can't be bothered just yet. But anyway, Cloud9 lead at halftime, 8-7. They move to the CT side in a very strong position. This is their pick. This is their home turf. They've got the slippers out. They've got the smoking jacket, the robe. They're in the leather sofa, man. Not leather, but maybe something more comfortable than leather. That's not very comfortable anyway. We can decide on the materials later. Let's see what Envy have got in store for the pistol. Alex has the P250. Love to see that. There's a supporting pop flash. They can peek behind that flash. See that Sonic is by the sandbags. JT has a flash which he could deploy from the top-ins. Looks like on the radar he's playing anti-flash. So let's see now. We've got 3 players on B. So JT, how will he use these flashbangs? Above his teammates, above the roof, Sonic facing. There's the first one. They deployed a second to help Floppy deliver some kills. They need more. So far, so good. Floppy does great. 3 kills, actually winnable. OC gets taken out. MOTM's alone. But look at the HP on these players, 14 and 34. Most certainly doable.
They're definitely communicating to MOTM right now that these 2 players are very low. How patient is MOTM going to be here? Because it seems like Envy are just going to bide their time and wait.
They're playing heat and potty setups, but they haven't planted the bomb.
Yeah, I think they're just going to make it seem like they fell back to A, but I don't think MOTM's going to bite on this type of play here.
It's a coin flip, and he will stand his ground. Starts to creep into construction. You can see the crouch peaks. Nifty and Calix start to wander as well.
Oh, this timing's going to be everything.
But
oh,
there's one. Oh, Calix close. Oh, crouch, but it's not enough. MOTM is here, and he's ready. Cloud9 take a crucial pistol.
Floppy, what a stud. Just rotating quickly over to B to help out the South Africans, swinging and getting 3 headshots from that emo site. And they were just so precise, and you can't do much about that if you're Envy.
South Africa. He'll pick up the grenades and opts for the FAMAS, Floppy. A man of the people, a team player. He's not thinking for himself. We've got triple French gun and the MP9's out. So that's a nice HE. Basically, if ecoing players running up second mid and they hit that grenade, they're not in for a good time.
Not at all. That's a Kobe.
Ooh, the lineup is pretty juicy. Cloud9 salivating, Banana mouths are left dry as they lose 2 on Banana. They have no position on B. Not only can the bomb get planted, but there's a rifle and an MP9 now for Team Envy. The bomb thrown to hold position, but you can't get there in time. Disaster is striking. Easy burst for the MP9. No Kevlar to save these Envy players. There was a chance. There was hope. The candle was in the wind. But it's very blustery from Cloud9. That candle's been extinguished.
It has been extinguished, but you know, if I'm Sonic there, I definitely want some more kills. They only had Glocks. I have the long range with that FAMAS, so it's a little sloppy. But you know what? It's fine. They do end up closing out that round, but 3 FAMASes for this B hold, JT and Sonic. They've got quite a task up ahead, but okay, they're bringing OC here to help them out in the beginning of the rounds here. 3-man retake aggression onto Banana, coming out of Cloud9 from the get-go.
The beginning of a take of Banana. The smoke is up. Look at that double peek. That was satisfying to watch. Banana's trouble. They're forced forward by the flames, and Calix will just shoot JT in the face. There are 2 more CTs here to deal with, though. That molly will isolate them. Calix creeping, peeking. Now teammate swinging, but there's no swing needed. Calix keeps delivering these headshots. Cloud9 struggling on Banana, be it an eco, be it a full buy.
And we've seen different variations and approaches from Envy. This Banana top retake aggression, those Molotovs to hold down the fallback and the logs, so beautiful. Now this is going to be a huge round for OC. I think, okay, he's just going to bide his time and not peek, but that Molotov.
He's just standing, he's by the sword. Why though?
He'd rather die to the flames, James.
MOTM had a flashbang, which I think he deployed at a similar time. Okay, this round is over. I thought that he would hold a position where MOTM can flash the roof above him and he can peek with the T's facing him on the side, which is one of the options, one of the common ones. But he opted for the longer term play. But he was in that molly so long. Like
he was.
The problem for me is if you're standing in that molly to catch them off guard for that long, how many kills are you expecting to get before you die to that molly?
You know, I think your initial play was the correct one where he wanted to swing out with the flash coming out of MOTM, but that flash never came. Maybe there was a fumble, maybe there was a miscomm. I think he was waiting for that flash to come and it just never came.
A flash did come towards Pool afterwards. I could see from MOTM's POV, but yeah, I feel like there are maybe other ways to try and get something where you. I mean, there was no good solution. We could see from those mollies there was nowhere to stand by the pillar. But there we go. It is what it is. So Envy on the catch-up. That was such a strong position for Cloud9, but things can quickly turn around, and turnarounds they have for the time being. Envy have got great potential now. If they win this round, the comeback is on to tie the score at the very least. Sonic leaves spawn with a P250.
Envy's T side so far is looking so strong. The Molotovs, whether it be that top banana or in B site so far, has made Cloud9 so uncomfortable. They haven't been able to put up any sort of defense in their normal spots, and in emo, in triple, in logs. It just seems like this B site it's under a lot of fire and pressure right now, James.
Well, they have committed all the rifles to, well, all the main weapons to A. They've taken a risk. They left Sonic on B with the P250. He lost B, and therefore the round is over. Cloud9 will hold on to what they have, or try to, for the round to come. And with no SMGs on the Envy side, they may not hunt too much, because at that point they'd risk giving up a rifle to their opponent. So that's a respectable play from Cloud9. If they look to establish control towards A and top mid and so on, they've got 4 players there. If they go B, such is life. They went for the coin flip. Didn't work out on this occasion. But look at what they hold on to. This is good. They're using their money well. Can manage my hedge fund.
This is good, and man, I think Envy have hit B site on all of their gun rounds now. And then you can absolutely see that JT and Sonic, the 2 South Africans that are defending the B bomb site, are struggling quite a bit. They're not getting the opening kills. They're not able to re-aggress and take over banana. Seems like Envy has all the answers towards that banana, and Cloud9 are scrambling at the moment.
As the guys on the couch alluded to, there's more pressure in this game for Envy than there is for Cloud9. They're in a more secure position overall. And that's before you get into the self-respect, Potter, the beef.
That beef.
For the non-vegetarians. You know, there's a lot they need to prove, especially after getting straight up spanked in the first map. Let's see if Cloud9 can turn things around now. Well, Sonic is on basically a double eco. He's got the USP out this time. But there'll be more investment towards that B bomb site. Floppy looking to catch him off guard with an elevated position.
Oh.
That flashbang will do a lot though. Calyx.
He saw him.
So Floppy gets a kill regardless. That's outrageous.
That's just not okay.
It's outrageous. And if they recognize there was a boosted, I'll try and take position. They must have. That flashbang is going to be very, very nicely indeed. JT dies for the team, but Floppy can't do that. He can't make the trade, man. Envy, they've got a 3-on-3. They have position on the B bomb site. A procession of Cloud9 players now making their way through CT spawn. They've got 2 smokes. They can smoke off Banana as part of this retake.
Oh man, this retake is so difficult for Cloud9. 2 flashbangs and a smoke though. I imagine they're just gonna bait the crap out of Sonic, have him draw some fire, figure out exactly where Envy are set up in this post plant, but time is a ticking and Mihu is a lurkin'.
Oh! This will delay some time. The bursts with the MP9. That's a problem. Speaking of bursts, OC does the same, switching out for another weapon, can't find Nifty. MOTM's got the info. Is there a kit? He's got to go quickly. I can see a kit on the floor, but he's got to get this kill onto Nifty. The bomb, then it's over. It's over already. The kit's by the coffin. The bomb is on the other side. Even if he got that kill there, he wasn't going to make it. Nifty dancing around the pillar.
Dancing around the pillar, just buying that time, letting that bomb tick away, and you can see MOTM was just desperate in that moment, just desperate to try to make something happen, but
he wasn't given what he wanted.
No, not at all.
Another costly round for Cloud9. 3 in a row now for Envy, looking to take the lead in round 21. But we have a buy for the whole team of Cloud9. Again, Sonic on pistols for the last 2 rounds. M4's across the board now for Cloud9. Calyx in a lot of trouble early with these grenades. Down to 19 HP, but position's been taken. He's alive, so I guess it was worth it.
Yeah, I don't think he minds that splash damage too much, and I'm noticing also Cloud9, they're already lacking utility a bit. They've got some smokes, but they have been on welfare this entire second half, and we haven't even seen OC on an op very much at all, so they are struggling in that financial department at the moment, and it's not making things easier. Floppy with a flash play in middle here, but no one's blind.
Oh, this is wild. This is a wild play from Floppy. I like the idea behind it, but one and done is not enough. They are at a man deficit now, Cloud9. 3 players to defend 2 bomb sites. Envy can overwhelm. They can. Doesn't mean they will, but they can try. Avalanche of T players will go somewhere. Calyx on T-Ramp looking for an over-enthusiastic CT from Banana, perhaps. Envy slowing things down. All separated. And there's a 2-man push from short on Cloud9 side. Ryan's not ready for the second one, and he's lost the bomb. He's alone in isolation, but Moose has an elevated position. MMTM trying to fall back, and it'll cost him. Now Sonic is miles away. Not much for him to do. Rotation strike, as you said, Christine. I like that.
Rotate strike, right? And it does seem like that's the case. It's been all about the A players rotating to B to help out Sonic and JT, but this time around it's Sonic wondering, man, this was the round I was going to get a kill.
So sad. So sad. Cloud9 have lost their lead.
They have.
You do start to wonder if Envy are going to strangely get battered on train and then potentially, it is early to say, but potentially win the pick of Cloud9. Inferno, this is supposed to be their stronghold.
I think Cloud9 definitely need to take a timeout within the next 2 rounds here. Okay, and here it is. Here's attack timeout. They just need to give themselves a breather, figure out and discuss with each other what their game plan is going to be, because in these last 4 or 5 rounds alone, they haven't even had a chance to win the rounds. They haven't even put up any sort of a defensive formula. So they are talking about right now, I'm sure, their B defense and what they need to do to put up a fight.
Yeah, it's been quite lacking. The banana takes in general. I don't feel like Envy have really been compromised in their takes of banana. Yeah, there's been damage, but no frags, and they've had possession, presence in all too many occasions from the Cloud9 point of view. 4 rounds in a row now for Envy. They're planting the bomb a lot. So there's so many issues here from Cloud9. We've got a hero M4 for Sonic. A hero M4, we'll see what he can do with it and where he will head and how the team will support him. There are a lot of pistoleros going with him, but he's moving real fast and he'll easily be heard by Moose, who has an angle. But Floppy's going to be the one. Oh, he rings the bell through the wall. I told you it's the best gun in the game. I didn't even know it could do that. There was so much wall there.
Huh. Okay. Floppy, let's go.
Well, there's an instant response from Envy. They will make inroads towards that B bomb site. Both rifles on A, so the round may be over for Cloud9, as fun as that was. Absolutely outrageous from Floppy. So where Mihu planted the bomb there, if there was a rifle in situ, he could be sprayed down, as we saw earlier in this game. There is an elevated plant you can do on the coffins, which allows you more protection from the brick wall. For those of you at home, so definitely have a go at that yourselves. Get that safe plant in. Cloud9 looking to be bent cops, as we would say. Try and steal some things at the end of this round. Just make some Envy players die. Oh, there's one taken out. Calyx will clean up the rest.
Oh.
Floppy and Sonic saving the rifles. I cannot believe you got that kill through that much wall. What is this? That's outrageous. That's supposed to be a wall. I can see bricks on the corner, a door and a wall.
That's disgusting.
That's outrageous.
Well, he makes it work here, and you know what? Here we go. We haven't seen any ops coming out, but this time it's the double op, and I imagine Sonic will be taking that down, using the line of sight down that deep banana, and OC should be taking a pick mid here. He's got the spawn. I think he's going to be getting kind of spicy. Nope, he does not.
Molly's behind the sandbags. That compromises position. Support flashbangs as well. There could be more trouble here for Cloud9. But Ryan's got to dance around the smoke. Goes for the jump peek. And he is punished savagely for it. Left himself completely exposed. Really reaching for the information there.
That's a nice shot coming out of Sonic. Here we go. There's some alpha presence at that top banana coming out of C9 to actually put up some sort of a defense here.
Floppy 22 for 14. Top of the leaderboard at the moment with Calix 22 for 10. He's dead though. Floppy may have more to do with this round.
No smokes for Envy. This might be difficult trying to get into that B site.
Yeah, that was a rough situation, man. Maximum hang time for Ryan, but he's the one who gets dunked on. Failed jump on the wall, if they were trying to do that. So footsteps may be heard towards B. Envy will expect likely to be 2 CTs, whatever site they go to. But Mihu is so deep towards B. Sorry, towards A. Like, what is the play here? Well, whatever it was, it no longer is. Because he's so far away, like, you're already handicapped with only 3 players alive. He's so far away from his teammates. If he's trying to offer, like, a fake or something, or Envy are going to try and make a play B but not commit, and he's going to try and cut him off in the rotation, you're asking for a lot. Didn't get much in that round, and Cloud9 have finally clawed something back.
They have, and also Mihu was the only player with the flashbang in that entire round, and out of the 3 Envy players that were alive, so he was the only one with the utility. But you're right, Cloud9, nice defense there. These double ops really paying off dividends. Let's see if they get a quick peek down this banana once more. Okay, and you can see the adjustment coming out of Envy. In the beginning of the rounds, they have been contesting this bottom banana, top banana right off the bat, but because they've identified that Sonic has that AWP, they're just going to let him be and put some pressure over towards MOTM.
Yep, that hurts. Seeing a lot of penetration frags today.
That kind of shoulder peeking in CSGO, it's so difficult, James,
Yeah.
especially online. And unfortunately, MOTM, that's not the best shoulder peeking there, and he does get punished.
Got to show just the elbow, man. Just get the elbow out there.
Throw him a little elbow.
OC is flashed off the position, forced back. Floppy still creeping though behind the smoke on lane. A troublesome position, but we're going for a retake here. Look at the cheek, look at the swing, the 2-man swing. They'll lose it all. Disaster strikes for Cloud9. 2-man swing of the AWP on top mid, not quite going to work out. I think they were timing it as the smoke went on lane, but it didn't. As we can see, they all got deleted.
All deleted indeed, and it was just a snowball downhill from there. As soon as MOTM gets spammed out in Palace, Cloud9 feels like they've got to make a move. They cannot let Envy set up for an execute, because otherwise they're just going to get overrun. But that timing, you're right, it just doesn't work out for Cloud9 at all.
Yeah, that was kind of a desperate spring with the AWP. If there's two M4s, there's maybe more utility for a multi-frag, but there we go. Technical pause has been called. Sonic will be the lone survivor for Cloud9 with the AWP towards the B bomb site. This has been a really rough CT half for them. Outside of the pistol round, there's only one buy round that's been won by Cloud9. So this has been a disaster, really.
It really has.
Yeah.
And even that one round, it was maybe off the fault of Envy. They surprised them with that double up buy, and right after that, it seems like Envy just have Cloud9's number on the CT side. They're not able to put up any sort of a defense whatsoever.
Water has been spilled, which is the technical pause.
Of course.
You can actually wash keyboards and things with water, as long as you let it air dry. If you put it in like some kind of drying thing, you're probably going to wreck your keyboard. But if you just let it air dry for like 3 or 4 days, you can wash it. Linus Tech Tips did a big video on putting keyboards in dishwashers, actually.
In dishwashers?
Yeah, but without the dishwashing stuff.
Does it clean it? What?
Yeah. They did various tests with it. They put loads of food in. Just it was disgusting. But if you are in need, I mean, everyone has got food in their keyboard, right? So we're all gamers. We eat at our PCs.
I just got a white keyboard.
A white one.
Oh, that's a mistake.
Good luck with that.
It looks so good, but it gets so dirty so fast.
Yeah.
It's not
That's
the
a rough
play.
one. Even the keys might get a bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well, if you don't
have
eat
to
at
wipe it
your
down.
if you don't eat at your desk, you're fine.
Yeah.
But we're gamers. We all
Yeah,
eat
man.
at our desk.
I don't even cook. I just get deliveries. Very expensive though, or yeah, whatever. Should make fish sometimes, but normally the smoke alarm goes off. I'm working it out. But anyway. Okay.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, he is back. It's all been resolved.
Must have been a minor spill.
Maybe he drank the water with a straw. That'd be really disgusting. Envy are in a very surprising position, especially considering how the first half went. This is quite the turnaround, quite unexpected. Especially just like Cloud9 on Inferno. This is the last thing I think we were expecting, but here we are. They are storming towards Dust 2 at the moment, but it's not too late for Cloud9 to turn things around. Sonic with the AWP towards the car position. No longer a car there, but forever it will be car. Ryan tags through the wall. He's running a dangerous game now. Got more grenades as well. Nades towards the tree. Sonic going to take position once again. Ryan taken out now. Flick from Sonic. He's got some chances to get a kill here. They are being missed at the moment. Looking away from the flashes. I think he almost shot his teammate in the back.
I think he did. Did he shoot JT there?
Getting a little excited now.
Oh my goodness.
I do like the spam through the half wall. I think there's often value to be had there, especially at the beginning. Anyway, OC will be taken out by a swinging Mihu on lane. That was quite a frag from him. MOTM has to survive now. He's alone towards the B bomb site. No time for grenades. He's taken out by Moose. Envy turning things around once again. The safe smoke grenade for the long position. Definitely picked that one up. You can see it's been double smoked. There's the Vino plants.
Ah, you hate to see rounds like this, James. You hate to see it. Fumbling over the grenades, not having the proper protocol. Sonic missing 3 AWP shots into Banana to open up the round. So certainly Cloud9, once again, they had every opportunity to take control of this round. They had all the line of sight. They had all the openings. They had all the looks. But if you miss, James...
Yeah, I often
you miss.
Sonic, I think he missed a few on the on train as well. So we spoke about Nifty being cold, but Sonic has certainly looked at as well. I mean, they could have won that round on Banana,
Yeah.
it feels like.
But
they didn't, and Envy won S1A instead. They responded. They were gifted opportunities and they exploited them. They seized their chances. Now they are 2 rounds away from Dust 2. Cloud9 have won 1 buy round. Of all the buy rounds in their second half thus far, it has been a lackluster CT side for them.
Nifty's got the spawn here. They've been putting a lot of pressure towards Banana. I imagine he's going to be going past the logs in Banana and going for a deep B pick to try to punish Sonic here. And definitely not that. He's going middle.
Dead. He'll eat a grenade for his troubles though. 55. Should have listened to you, Potter.
Listen to me next time, Nifty.
Ryan on Banana for now, looking away in case it's a flashbang push. We saw them in the previous round from Cloud9 with mixed results, but lots of opportunities. But mixed results. 5-on-5 with 1:30. Envy in control of apartments already. Now, Cloud9, we spoke about how much being caught off towards B bomb site. They've been caught on A as well. And once again, Envy is just simply winning duels at this point.
That was just a late peek into that flash, almost a dry peek even. And Floppy just loses out that duel. That's unfortunate for Cloud9's A defense because once again, this makes it so difficult for MOTM and JT to posture any sort of a defense towards this A. It just becomes so difficult.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
That was such a risky peek. Never know what's around the corner. Oh, Sonic. I think he wanted to reposition, takes the shot even though no one was peeking there. Nervous time, especially having missed before, but how can he help his teammate now? JT's facing. These are the flashbangs we were talking about. Now he can face Sonic's in position, delivering the frag now. Moose will take him out though from behind the smoke. Still, we've managed to get a 2 versus 2. Bomb being planted, but OC is not going to take the peek. Moose, the lurker, taken out in the meantime, leaving Nifty in the pool. 1 versus 2. Surely they've heard something. OC realizes going through the flames. He knew he had a chance to take position. Holding the bomb now. Nifty going for it. He's got a grenade of his own. It's a fake one, but he won't make it. Cloud9 finally win another round.
Here we go. That B defense, James, that was looking pretty dicey. JT towards that triple box. His timings, it was a little off. Thank God for those flashes from that A rotator from CT spawn, because otherwise it seems like that B hold was gonna fall real quick.
Yeah, those flashes from the well can often be so important. Envy will take a timeout now, stopping that momentum. Cloud9 finally winning another round. They have been few and very far between, it feels like. But there they go. We had a string of 5 rounds in a row from Envy in the early stages of this half.
And now, you know, this round just becomes so important for Cloud9. Even though they just won a round, we saw them winning their first gun round earlier on, and they lost out 2 or 3 rounds right after that, struggled with money, weren't able to recoup. Now, if Cloud9 gets their money broken, they won't have an opportunity or a chance to regain any sort of economy. This is it, James. This is it.
Last chance saloon for the likes of Cloud9, unless they can pull off another pistol miracle later on. It's a really big buy for them. They're up against 5 Kriegs though. 100% armor penetration across the board for Envy. 3 players start on Banana. Again, it's not a hold take. Ryan is able to stand in Banana once again. In the smokes though, he may be forced back. Makes his way towards the tree, as you can see on the X-ray. Spam begins for Sonic, but Envy have taken Banana. Cloud9 now with 3 on A. Floppy in the sights itself. Doesn't look like top mid will be contested by the likes of Cloud9, but that HE could help later on.
That's a lot of damage from one HE grenade. Oh, I wish he got punished there.
Yeah, they may have heard his footsteps. He will respond with Molly. They go straight through it though. OC almost ran to his doom there. He might have the sound cues for CT. Cloud9 being pulled pillar to post. And my question for them is also, where's the bomb going? That's an outrageous peek onto Calix, but he gets away with it. Does he realize there was a second player there? He's been flanked now. Miku coming in from the back. Here's all the scoping. Surely this frag is free. Taken out immediately by Miku. The bomb heading towards A as well. And now the Cloud9 players on A are surrounded. MOTM in the pit's going to have to hold long and short, but he gets taken out. Deleted immediately by Miku, leaving Floppy alone. He's got 24 frags. He might need to get 28 to help Cloud9 here. There's a first one. So many numbers there. Repositions. Live Floppy. Oh my god, he gets him as well to tag through the box. The molly might do the job. It won't reach, but he knows where half the players are. There's no smoke to take out the long position for Envy. Flashbang facing towards the site. That's a great jump. Got to find the wallbang. JT's got the peek. And now Nifty's alone.
Wow. That's a nice retake coming out of Cloud9. That is a nice retake. It seemed like when OC got caught off guard with that library flank, that A defense looked like it would fall apart. But thank God for the South Africans. They are coming back alive. They've got some frags on the board now. They're feeling themselves. Hopefully, this is it for Cloud9.
Props to Floppy. Staying alive. He was surrounded by 4 players, and he gets 2 kills, 3 guys on lane.
Such an anchor Floppy is.
Yeah, he repositioned real well, put himself between a box and lane to face the long guy. Anyway, Miku now charging up Banana again. This has continued to be a problem for Cloud9. They're going for that retake though, trying to catch players off guard, looking for those early peaks, but it won't yield any results. We see 4 players on Banana for Envy. 2 towards B for Cloud9. They're not in an aggressive pop flash setup after that initial one we saw very early. HG does some nice damage to Ryan.
This looks like this is just going to be a double pump. B executes straight up. All 5 members of Envy are here.
Oh, Floppy closed down to go for the boost. Will it come in time? It will. He's got a trade frag as well. Still on the high ground. There's a communication even there. Floppy trying to be the hero. Makes it a 2-on-2 at the very least. Miyu cleaning up and turning things around for Envy. Bomb planted default. Mihu 25 for 17 now. MOTM on that late rotation again, looking for a lurker. Mihu 2 HP and still finding kills. He's taking no risk, so Nifty doesn't have to. Facing from Banana where Nifty remains. Will he expect Nifty to be in that same position or similar? OC jiggling. He's got a smoke and a molly. Does Nifty peek before he even touches the bomb? Again, the last place he's expecting is Banana, looking all over the place, but doesn't have the angle. Nifty creeping, convinced he's in construction. Turns into a bait play. Mihu did outstanding work on the B bomb site, and it's game point for Envy.
Outstanding work from Mihu, indeed. He only had 2 HP. He knows he's got to take a fight. He knows he's got to take a risk before the CTs get too close to that bomb. And man, that risk, it paid off hugely. Huge dividends for Mihu. And you don't expect in a 2 versus 2 post plant for the T to peek so deeply into CT spawn there. I'm sure it caught Cloud9 off guard.
Yeah, they made him look everywhere else for Nifty as well. Very nicely done. But can they close things out? Cloud9 only 2 rounds away, even though their buy kind of sucks. 2 MP9s, a Deagle onto JT. Sometimes you need that pressure and a bad buy. Here's that swing I was looking for much earlier on. They did do it last round, but super early. But that one a little later. Classic strats on Inferno.
And he walks away with that Krieg. He's quickly rotating towards A, trying to make a play. I like the mobility coming out of Cloud9 this round, but the deck is still stacked against them with such a weak buy. And we saw Moose having a lot of success on the first side with this. And
he's inspired them. JT collects the Krieg, so there's still a man advantage. And 3 players on the A bomb site. Moose creeping on long. Bomb moving away from A, maybe to throw some grenades at C.
oh,
Again, so many players getting caught grenades out. JT popped in that long position. That's a big weapon gone, but there are still 2 players here. And we've got more swings of flashbacks. OC's chasing, and he's got the bomb. 35 seconds is still doable for Envy. OC going to hold a pixel angle or reposition now. Not really sure where Nifty's coming from. Just about saw him. Stereo headshots for Envy, and we go to Dust 2.
wow. I'm shocked. I can't believe Envy actually brought that one back and made Cloud9 look so foolish on their CT side.
Yeah, that was a shocker, but this game will keep on rolling. It's a break time. When we're back, straight into Dust 2 for the decider. More carnage to come. Stay tuned.